Welcome to Teaching Truth. My name is Glenn Cartwright. For our honeymoon in June 2006, Adrian and I went on a 5-star Royal Caribbean Mediterranean cruise sailing from Southampton. Of course, to get to the Mediterranean from Southampton, you have to go through the infamous Bay of Biscay. Ask any experienced mariner to describe to you the Bay of Biscay, and they will describe it not in terms of a mill pond, but in terms of being a place known for its rough seas. Suffice to say, we didn't visit the restaurant on the ship for a period of at least 24 hours. It was a memorable voyage. Another memorable voyage was that of the Titanic, which also sailed from UK shores over 100 years ago, the ship that was built never to sink. Captured in the film of the same name, starring Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio, the film depicts how the ship hit an iceberg in the chilly, perilous waters of the North Atlantic, and many on that ship were drowned and died as a result of that sad event. This week I don't want to take you to the chilly, perilous waters of the North Atlantic or even to the Bay of Biscay, but to journey with me to the Mediterranean and to a place called Malta. Because this week we're going to unpack and discover the exciting and gripping and action-packed account of the shipwreck and Paul's landing on Malta as we find it in Acts chapter 27 and in Acts chapter 28. Let me set the scene for you first of all. Paul had just completed his third missionary journey, which had started in Antioch. We read of that in Acts chapter 18, and had finished in Jerusalem 3 chapters later in Acts chapter 21. After some time in Jerusalem, Paul moves to Caesarea, and you'll recall that he testifies before Felix and then moves on along the coastal ports, where Paul and company changed to a ship bound for Italy. And it was after sailing across into present-day Crete that the action really begins, and we begin to find the account of the shipwreck. But before we delve into the story, before we unpack this exciting account, let me just present this thought to you. Perhaps right now, your life is a shipwreck. Perhaps over recent days and weeks, you have been sailing, as it were, in calm waters, and you have hit a shipwreck situation in your life. Your life is perhaps broken. Your life is perhaps in tatters. Through this account this week, let me just share and encourage with you that God is with you, as it were, in the middle of the shipwreck, as he was with Paul. Many of you may have seen the film The Wizard of Oz, starring Dorothy Gale and her little dog Toto. And you may recall that part in the movie where Dorothy sings "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." Well, Dorothy has no way of knowing it's not a rainbow that she's moving towards, but a tornado that's coming towards her. And perhaps you are facing literally a tornado, a storm coming in your life that has caused that shipwreck in your life. Well, I believe that through our study this week in Acts 27 and 28, God, by his Holy Spirit, wants to speak to you right in the middle of that tornado situation, right in the middle of the storm in your life, and right in the middle of the shipwreck of your life, as we unpack Acts 27 and 28. May God give us the insight and the openness to hear what he wants to say to us. May God bless you.